Hey, y'all snickerdoodles, I hope you're doing well. So I had this whole big long story that I was going to talk about, and it all boils down to perfection isn't going to be a thing. It's not going to be when you clean your house. It's not going to be when you're cooking. It's not going to be when you're designing. It's certainly not going to be your dentures. Not at first. Like anything, any skill, it's learned. And it does take time. And I know, as for me in my house, I do a lot of things where I expect to be able to just pick it up and have some, natural talent and skill. I was talking to a tattoo artist the other day, and she said, you know what? Perfection is a myth, or talent is a myth. Perfection is a myth, but talent is a myth. She said, what you do is you find your passion and you spend your life working on it. Right? Fair enough. I was kind of like, yeah, my relationship with my dentures changes this whole year. And like I said, your healing may be faster than mine. It probably is. I had a lot of other stuff going on. But the first year it changes the most. And it can be really hard because you're going through this facial change. There's a good chance you've been sick, for a long time leading up to, like, if you had infection like I did, no matter what the reason, you're sick over a long period of time. And it all kind of happens all at once, right? You start to feel better and you start doing little things and you start doing little things. And for me, a lot of that was taking care of my skin. It was, really paying more attention to, because right now, it took me a long time to figure out an oral care routine post-surgery. And it has changed so much over the last year. Like, I'm almost a year out, but I'm not healing as fast as y'all will. So I can only imagine how challenging that must be for y'all, right? Like, it's a lot in a very short amount of time. And as you're healing and as you're healing and as you're healing, things do get better and better and better and better. And you're soon going to be at a place where you're not thinking about them all the time. I remember how absolutely fixated I was on them for the first, I don't know how long, because all I could think about, it was all I could talk about, and it was all encompassing. And I was so stuck in being miserable about it. And it lasted quite a while for me. I had been sick for a couple of years prior. So I want you to think of your dentures in terms of in terms of a skill, right? It's not perfect. You're always learning to adjust and adjust if you have a cold, if you have allergies. But you learn how to do it, and it does get to a point where you don't think about it much anymore. I think about food right now more in terms of my blood sugar, my schedule, my kids' schedule, and I've kind of just got my workarounds, right? Like, the kids want bread, cool, I can't have bread, I'm gonna make rice. I can't have rice right now because of the dentures. So, I'd make noodles, I'd do whatever, but there are workarounds. And it's not forever. It feels like forever, right? Because you want to be better and you want to do it now. And it's got to be a thing, and it's got to be a thing right now. That's not how we're going to get there. So it seems slow and it seems shitty. And it's a terrifying place. And it's a terrifying place when you have existing conditions, right? When your mom has a partial and she's struggling with it, and you have all of these broken teeth, but you're like, I'd rather spend my lifetime in the dentist chair than have to deal with dentures. You know what? Not really. Trust me. It's better. Partials are a thing. And partials, people, I don't think about it having adjusted as much, but they all need adjustment, right? Bridges are going to need adjustment. Like, there's no one size fits all. Like art, like everybody's lives. There's not one size fits all. It's just how we make a relationship to it. And I promise you, your relationship to food and life in general gets a lot lot easier when this is done. I know I say just do it, but really, snickerdoodles, just do it. You deserve to not be in this place where everything is screwed because of your teeth, because this affects, like, think about all the things that your teeth affect, right? Like when you've had infected or broken teeth, like that infection is crazy. Always wondering what's going to break your tooth next is mind-bogglingly stressful. And you might not realize it because it's gone on for so long. But when you're not dealing with that anymore, your relationship to food changes, your relationship to everything changes, and it gets better. Please hang in there. It's gonna get better. If it's not getting better, come to us, talk to this denture community. They're amazing people. They're amazing people. You may not like me. Cool. Find someone you do like. Because it's not me that you need, it's the information that you need. And that's what I want to give. Anyway, it gets better. I love you guys. Seriously, you don't know what your comments have meant to me. Especially recently, I've been going through some things. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.